Have had for about 4 years now. Neither of us want to do it, so we're gonna get on some ISIS, Middle Eastern, Turkish guy. Hope to Christ he can save us. If he doesn't, then I think we better go die. This fat shit Doug doing OMAD, but I know that man is gonna go mad if he doesn't have more than a meal in a day. But I've been up with his phone in your business. Show what's up.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, where were we?
We were talking about music. Crazy enough, we were talking about NWA.
No, what'd you say? That something about there won't be a band?
Yeah, I think the time for like revolutionary bands or bands that change everything or whatever, it's done, it's over. It's like there's never going to be another Nirvana that changes the face of music. You know what I mean? Or anything like that. It's just not going to happen.
I don't understand what makes you say that.
Because maybe it's just my opinion, but I don't think people care enough anymore. They're just like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? They're just like, yeah, it's music. It's all the same. Country music, rap music. It's all one. It's all just music.
So you know who's to blame for that?
Me.
All the country singers that started putting out rap music.
Yeah, that's no fucking joke, man.
Actually, just all the country people. Just country music in general is what ruined music altogether.
I don't think that's true because, like, old school country was.
I'm not talking about them. Pop country.
Oh,
Anything that's come out in the last 5 years is what ruined music forever.
That's what all old people say.
Touche.
I think we both sound like just a couple of old grumpy fucking douches.
These kids today, they don't even know what good music is.
Right. So, okay. Do you listen to any new music?
No.
None. You haven't. Nothing new.
No, I've heard new stuff.
Well,
I don't
of course.
listen to new stuff.
No. Do you just not like it, or you don't see it out, or I mean, you don't even?
I don't know what good music, like what is considered good music now. Is it the mumble rap shit? Because I know I can't get into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't either. It's just not my thing. I don't know. But I was never on the cutting edge of what was like popular at any time. So I don't know. I mean,
right. So if you ask me what is good music, I would say Too Short or Sir Mix-a-Lot. So that's my bar. So if anything comes out that compares to, say, Ice Cube, old Ice Cube, not the new bullshit, or Tupac, I'm good. And so you know what? I take that back. Eminem's new album is really good.
I haven't listened to the newest one, but I thought that Kamikaze was really good. There were some solid songs on Kamikaze, but I haven't even downloaded the new one. I haven't even listened to it yet.
All right.
Did you like Kamikaze?
Yeah, it was all right. So you know what? This is a fucking perfect transition.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to play a song for you. I'm going to start it anyway.
All right.
And you are going to, in your full hipster bullshit, you're going to tell me, okay, so for the sake of having this guy back on, you're going to tell me that you like music, but I want you to like nod on video whether you like it or not. Don't let him see it.
Okay.
The epitome of classy. She's got piercing.
I love it.
Well, it's a song called White Trash Girlfriend by a guy named J. Chris Newberg. We're going to throw that song in at the end of the episode. I liked it. I liked the lyrics anyway. I thought you were going to say you liked the sound of it because that sounds like all the shit that you listen to.
No. So you are old. All rap music sounds the same. It sounds like that music you listen to.
No, if you were to go on your whatever I'm sure you're too cool to even use Spotify, right?
Not true. I have Spotify.
When did you get Spotify?
I switched over about 2 months ago, I think, 3 months ago.
Okay. If you were to play your hipster playlist, 3 of the songs on there would sound just like that. Nobody'd be able to tell the fucking difference.
Not even close. Anybody that even appreciates music at all would tell you that it sounds nothing the same. Just To you, it sounds the same. A
Yeah,
guitar
aren't
and
you
a
the
guy
one that
singing,
sent-
it's all the same.
Didn't you send Jody B that fucking 27 cuts of somebody playing spoons? And like, you just don't appreciate the music, man.
Sure, why not?
So I want to tell everybody that first I want to congratulate you on our website.
Okay.
Who's Right Podcast.com. It is now a clean looking website, right?
Yes.
You sat down, you decided you were going to learn how to set up a website.
Mm-hmm.
And then you reached out to somebody and now we're paying them to do our website.
Right.
So I am very happy with the guy that you landed on.
Yes.
So good job on picking the right guy to do our website.
Right.
So that company is theslyhosting.com, I
Yes.
guess. So if you go over to who'srightpodcast.com, we have a running coronavirus watch
Right.
that tells you, like, for instance, the 10,258 Columbines. This doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does. We're counting in Columbines.
The number of people that have died by the coronavirus is currently 44.79 9/11s, 10,258 Columbines, or 4,939.04 Sandy Hooks. In case you're...
I thought kids' deaths counted as more. Don't you have, isn't there like a cofactor in there that you got to factor in?
Oh, let's see here. So if that's the case, I'm not suggesting it should be this way, but is there somebody that would be like, say, 3/5 of a point?
Why? So why is your suggestion worse than mine? That's what I want to know. Because I'm sure that if somebody were to call the PC police on us, your comment would get us in more trouble than mine. Why is that? That says something.
Okay, so if what is that, 40%? If it's a 40% factor for kids,
Yeah.
then if it's one of those 3/5 and they get killed, then they get a full point.
That's confusing.
Okay.
I'm trying to think that through in my head and I can't. That's just too confusing.
So we'll just stick at the 1-for-1 ratio then,
Yeah,
regardless
just
of your
1-to-1 ratio,
your age, sex, race, or creed.
right?
What is I know I've asked you this like 6 times. What's a creed? Like, what's my creed?
I don't know. Don't steal from your friends. I don't know.
Regardless of your age, sex, or if you steal from your friends. Creed.
It's going to say Scott Stapp or whatever with a fucking gay ass band.
Regardless of your age, sex, or if you're a Rocky spinoff, maybe. I think.
What? Yes.
Oh, religious belief. Okay.
Oh, that's gay.
All right. So yeah, regardless of your religion, you are going to be counted as 1 point.
Your life matters just as much.
So I got a message today actually that somebody said that I shouldn't Google words anymore on the show because it makes it sound like I have a limited vocabulary. I thought my limited vocabulary
like that.
I thought my limited vocabulary is what made me sound like I had a limited vocabulary.
You don't want to give it away. That's hilarious. I never know, like when we get messages like that, I never know if the person is fucking with us, like trolling us, or if they're serious. Like don't look up words because you might people might think you're stupid. Right? Because that's the thing you're gonna focus on that makes me look stupid.
Have you been keeping up at all on this NASCAR guy?
A little bit. I read the original stuff. I didn't watch the video of him saying the word or whatever.
All right. Well, I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to bring you up to speed.
All right.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were getting it ready.
No, you go.
I was just trying to fill space there, buddy.
Why are you always fucking talking when I'm trying to talk? God, I can't shut you up.
God damn it.
All right, so this is I got to say thanks to Kat. He's the one that sent me over all these links.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, sir.
So
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
this is all those NASCAR drivers
With respect.
public service announcement,
And dignity.
and he's one of them. I think
I will
it's
not tolerate discrimination.
what's his
or
name?
harassment.
Kyle.
Kyle
something?
Larson.
Yeah.
I will speak up.
Uh,
speak up.
So this is them
whenever I
taking the
feel
Rise to
discriminated
Win
or
pledge. You know,
harassed.
they will
And I
not put up with
stand up.
discrimination.
No more hate
Rise
speech.
up for victims.
So
Pledge.
that's
Rise
him on record saying he's going to rise up for victims.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was doing some NASCAR sponsored race car video game thing.
So stupid. Don't you feel stupid just for saying that? He was doing a NASCAR sponsored race video game. So dumb.
Well, what the fuck else are they supposed to do if they can't? If they should do it like the WWF is doing it. All sports should do that, where they're just performing in not in front of an audience,
Yeah.
because then it just shows you how fucking stupid everything is.
They're all just driving around in a circle with nobody there.
So anyway, this is, I think you can hear him in the background here. There's somebody talking, and then he comes in or whatever. Fuck, I don't know.
Hear me at all. I can see it. You can't hear me? Hey, nigger.
Whoa.
Wow, big.
Hello? Who said that?
All right. So for that, he got fired. So here, I think we're going to differ on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's okay that he got fired for this
Why?
because it was a NASCAR sponsored event. It was sponsored by his employer.
Yes.
So when you are doing something for your employer, especially publicly, you are expected to be to follow their guidelines.
Right.
And I would be willing to bet at some point they have told all them fucking rednecks, I don't care what you say or do in the privacy of your own home.
So if that's the case, if it's the case that it's in the company handbook, don't say this word, then yeah, I agree with you. But
No, I think you need to carry yourself. So I've worked at a place that I could have gotten fired for saying that word if I was at a event sponsored by them. I mean, no question asked. That's how it should be.
no,
Bullshit. Okay, so let's say that Who's Right Podcast LLC Incorporated. All right, and we're putting on a Toys for Tots thing.
okay.
And you've got somebody there yelling, Nastrick, get over here with the fucking toys. You'd be like, Ixnay on the asterisk nay.
Yes, but if it was you that was doing it, I wouldn't try to fire you.
No, you couldn't fire me. If you wanted to fire me, you'd have to quit. I thought about firing you, so I know all the ins and outs. If I want to fire you from the podcast, I've got to quit.
Awesome. I got you. So
Now, if he was just live streaming on his own, his own little fucking faggot Twitch channel or whatever, and
you can't say things like that.
I can.
Oh, all right.
If this was sponsored by NASCAR, then I couldn't.
So
I wonder. So, you know, we're going to talk about Manscaped a little later, but like, do you think that they only listen to where, you know, we're doing their little fucking read or whatever, and not all the faggoty shit leading up to it?
yes, I hope so. Who has time to listen to this bullshit?
Listen, we really appreciate the ad read. You guys did a great job. We've had a good response. If you could please not say faggot or retard anymore when you're talking about shaving your balls, I'd appreciate it.
Nope, can't do it. I'm sorry. Just
No.
not gonna happen.
retarded faggots shave their balls too.
It's not in the stars, man. So maybe I think too much into this or whatever, but like, what are we doing when somebody's livelihood is destroyed because they said a word? That kills me. Just the idea that you can lose your fucking livelihood driving a car. Your job is to drive a car. That's your fucking job. Nope, you can't drive a car no more because you said a bad word. If we
No,
that, like
you can still drive a car. Nobody's telling him he can't drive a car. He just can't get paid millions of dollars by this company.
yes, which is so fucking stupid.
If they wouldn't have fired him, they would have lost the 6 black spectators that showed up to the fucking races.
So that is part of my problem with this whole thing. So if NASCAR didn't fire him, what would you think have been the blowback? People would have been mad, right? They would have been
nobody would have
calling for him.
even given a shit.
Dude,
Nobody
but-
would care.
That's what I'm saying. People would have been mad over here. NASCAR fans would have been like, "Yeah, I don't care. What? Let's watch some races. Come on, let's go." And then they would just all race. And then these people would move on to the next thing. So why did NASCAR have to cave in to these fucking morons?
Because you can't. You have to put your fucking foot down. Otherwise, it would just be
Yes.
all them fucking racers yelling at each other on the radio all the time about.
I thought you were agreeing with me. You have to put your foot down. No, we're not going to allow
Yes.
you to tell
Yeah,
people what
fuck
words
you.
they can and can't say.
If I own a business, okay. If you are my employee and you are at my company picnic that is being filmed across the world, and you get on there and start talking about fucking zipper heads, I'm gonna fucking shit can you. You're fired.
So
And if you say that you wouldn't fire a guy, you're either fucking lying or you'd be out of business.
no, that's not true. You wouldn't be out of business. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So if they didn't fire him, you think that it would cost NASCAR something. You think that NASCAR would take a hit financially for not
Yes,
firing this guy.
absolutely.
That is so, no, how? Who
All
would
the-
stop watching NASCAR?
NASCAR runs on sponsorships. Don't think about it. If the okay, so let's say we got 20 people that listen to this show.
Right.
If 8 of them got pissed off because I said zipperhead and they called Manscape and say, "Hey, you cut ties with them or else."
So this ties back into everything that I've been saying the whole time we've been doing a show.
If you say capitalism is ruining everything,
Advertising is amazing and people should do more of it, and advertisers should control more podcasts.
oh, you know what? I'm going to play his apology.
All right. I didn't
And I
hear
want to
that
know,
either.
huh?
I just said I didn't hear that either.
And you still won't.
Well, that sucks. I kind of want to hear him apologize. I want to hear him grovel to these people that don't care about him.
Oh, no, this is the most insincere apology I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Good for him.
An awful thing to. Yeah, I just want to say I'm sorry. Last night I made a mistake and said the word that should never, ever be said. And, there's no excuse for that. I wasn't raised that way. It's just an awful thing to say. And I feel very sorry for my family, my friends, my partners, the NASCAR community, and especially the African-American community. I understand the damage is probably unrepairable, and I own up to that. But I just wanted to let you all know how sorry I am, and I hope everybody is staying safe during these crazy times. Thank you.
And then the camera cuts and he's like, was that good enough?
Can I fucking drive now?
Yeah, swear to God, that was his next line. Was that good enough? So, dude, that is the dumbest thing. The damage is unrepairable. So, do you think that any black person heard that and was like, oh God, it hurts. Oh my God.
I don't think that there is, my guess is, there probably isn't any black person who doesn't think that every NASCAR driver utters that word every day, all the time anyway.
Right. So when they don't, it's that they're doing it behind their back. And when they do, they have to apologize for it, but they're still going to think all of them are racist. So You can't win. There's no winning in this game.
Did you just twist this around to be the black person's fault?
Yes.
That is awesome.
Isn't it awesome? I was hoping you'd catch that. Oh, white people just can't win.
They're, you know what? You know what? I think I
damn.
agree with you. I am tired of the black man keeping me down.
That was funny. I was hoping you'd at least like it would take a second for it for you to catch what I was doing.
Oh no, my brain's working. I'm cognizant of what's going on with the conversation between us.
Oh shit. So okay. I think not to be an asshole, it's probably a good idea not to use that word. Casual conversation. It's fine. But I don't like the idea that we are at a point where you are not allowed to say words depending on the color of your skin. I think that's
No.
terrible.
He could say that word just fine, but not at work. I can't say faggot at work. I'm okay with it. I don't say I should be able to say faggot.
You should.
My co-host sucks dick. I should be able to say it.
Perfect. So I don't know. I don't have a fucking argument. It irritates me that we are so hung up on we have to take swift action and make a example out of anybody that uses this one word. It's retarded. I don't like it. It's faggoty and retarded. I'm taking back some of the words that I can still use. I have no interest in saying that word, right? But I do have interest in not ceding ground by saying, I guess we're just not going to say it because you told us not to. I don't like that.
All right. So here's what I'm confused by.
All right.
You say you have no interest in saying the word.
Right.
Then why do you care?
Well,
Because you're worried
because-
about the next word you're not going to be able to say?
And that one. Yes. There shouldn't be any that I'm not allowed to say.
No, there should be. There's words that you shouldn't be allowed to say.
No, I disagree with you 100%. There shouldn't be anything that I'm not allowed to do. Somebody else shouldn't be able to tell me you're not allowed to say this word. No, you're wrong.
I disagree 100%.
What word should somebody else be able to tell me that I'm not allowed to say? And who should be able to tell me that?
The word no shouldn't be allowed to be said by somebody I'm trying to put my dick in.
Damn it. I don't have an argument for that one. I mean, I hate to cock block you. I don't have an argument for that. Damn it.
I don't want to say the N word.
I just think that we should, not me and you, because we're dum-dums, but as a society, we should be smarter than just, well, we're not saying that because I'm white. I can't say it. We should be smarter than that. We should be like, well, that is super offensive. So we don't need to say that. Why? Instead of you're not going to, and if you do, you will lose your job. There's a gap in there. And I don't like it.
What if they were to, I know you're going to lean on this whole freedom of speech thing that you always babble about, but
Because it's not important at all.
but what if they were to say anybody, regardless of the color of your skin, that says that word gets a $3 fine? Are you good with that? And that's the only damage that happens. Like, you can't be fired. You can't get beat up. You just get a $3 fine from the government.
No, because that disproportionately affects African Americans, and I don't like that.
Okay, so what if we get a $5 fine and they get a $3 fine? That's the whole 3/5 thing again.
Wait, well, that's not fair.
Why?
What? You can't charge people different money on different because of their skin color.
Okay, so what if we charge them $5 and we get $3?
I'm okay with that.
All right. Okay, so we just ended racism then. If
Yes. Again, I think this is like the fourth time we've ended racism, isn't it?
what do you want to end now? Transgenders?
All of them. I want to end all of them. I don't think you can end that. I don't think it's that easy.
Oh, Kaya sent me. I'm not ready for this, so I mean, I don't mean like I'm not prepared. I don't know what to do. I just mean I don't have anything pulled up. Oh, fuck. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. But
All right.
cha.
Is it a video, a picture?
Here we go. It's
All
so it's a dude,
Uh-huh.
and it says his thing's all blocked out, but it says actually I sent it to Kaya. What the fuck? Anyway, the amount of cute I am today should be fucking illegal. And it's a guy that looks like you in a blouse posing, like flexing. All right. But he's got like long hair like a girl.
And a beard?
No, he's clean shaved.
Oh, okay.
But it says the next thing is I'm a non-op trans lesbian. I don't have genital dysphoria. I really enjoy PIV sex, but that doesn't mean I fuck like a man. Also, being sexually active as a lesbian means having sex with women, not having sex with vaginas. If you all don't get that, you might want to re-examine what womanhood and lesbianism means to you.
What does womanhood mean to you?
So I believe that this is just a straight man, right?
Yeah, I think so. He enjoys penis and vagina sex.
I'm a
non-op lesbian.
Non-op trans lesbian.
So, in my mind, when I hear the word lesbian, I think woman. It's a woman. So as you were saying that, I was thinking it was a woman, and then it's all the terms are all mixed up. So I'm confused as to what exactly this person is. Because I can't see the picture, obviously. So
it's just a guy.
It's a dude, yeah.
Non-op trans lesbian. So, back when I was like 15 or 16, I used to have that same joke that everybody else did is like, I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body, cause I love eating all the pussy when I'm 15 and I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right.
Do you remember the first time you ate pussy?
Yes.
You get down there and it's like, ew.
Eee, what am I supposed to do with this thing? So, non-op, does that mean that they're never going to have?
Yeah, no intentions of getting anything changed.
But they like having sex with women.
Yes.
But women, I don't understand the point of what's the point then? What's the point of what they're doing? I don't like, okay, I'm a guy. I like to have sex with women. I'm special now. I don't, that's not special enough. So I need to twist it around to be special.
I think that's exactly what all of it is, isn't it? All this is he just doesn't have the commitment to cut anything off, but he's all you have to do is put in the non-op trans, and now you're under that flag, so to speak.
If you don't have gender or genital dysphoria, right? You're comfortable with your penis. You like having sex with women. How are you just not regular? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, the whole thing doesn't make any sense, right? Because trans means you're not comfortable with the genitals that you were born with, and you feel in your head that you should have been born with different genitals, right?
Right.
But so if you can't claim, so I don't. How old is this person?
I don't know. Between 18 and 30.
All right. Yeah, I don't get it. Douche. Lil Uzi, what?
So Jen, thank you for the fucking $50 super chat. And good to see that stimulus money going well. He popped in and about our music conversation and said, Lil Uzi Vert is the best artist, no doubt. I have no idea who I can't even fucking say it.
Is that like a classical painter? Lil Uzi Vert. I don't know what those words mean. Is he one of those mumble rappers?
Well, you know what? I'll check him out. I won't. I want to get through these so we don't lose them real quick.
Okay.
Sup, boys? How's the Lego collecting? Doug from Wani. God, these fucking names. Lego collecting is going well. I have exactly the same amount as I did before nobody bought me any.
When's the last time you sat down and played with Legos?
I was building.
Stood up or whatever you do.
I never actually played with Legos. I use Legos for my Arduino projects, but I mean, it's not like I build little cars and like vroom vroom. I'm not opposed to it. I don't judge. I don't forego anybody from doing that. Is that how you use that word?
I don't know. You got to look it up.
I'm not looking up a word that I say. That's stupid.
Forgo. Yeah, I don't think you used that right. But it's cool though. It's cool.
I hated to do that in the middle of the show, but it just dawned on me because we lost a couple super chats a while back because we didn't check them.
That's so stupid that they go away.
Well, it's just fucking great service that we're fucking using. I love it. All right. So what do you got here? Pretending to be a ghost.
Pretending to be a ghost.
Man arrested for pretending to be a ghost at a cemetery. Ghost busted. I'm already done reading this fucking article.
I didn't even realize that until right now. That is so fucking stupid.
A man has been arrested and fined in the UK for pretending to be a ghost by waving his arms and shouting, "Woo!" at mourners at a cemetery. Anthony Stallard, 24, had been kicking a football around in a Kingston cemetery in Portsmouth with a friend. I swear to God, we already did this story.
Why do you say that? We probably already did. God, that would be awesome if we did.
While also making ghostly noises close to be people visiting the graves of their loved ones. Police arrested and charged the 24-year-old. So what
I just some guy fucking drunk at kicking a football around at a graveyard, just hiding behind the headstones. Fucking ghost of your fucking uncle. That's funny to me. You don't think that's fucking funny?
Oh, it's funny. I just didn't know if you put it up there because the guy got arrested.
No, I don't know. Dude, I put it up there like 3 months ago. It's one of those stories that's been sitting around for fucking ever.
Do you lose all your steam on it?
Oh, I guess. I kind of forgot about it. When I saw it, I'm like, yeah, this is funny. Oh my God. He has accepted that his behavior, if it had been outside of a cemetery, would not have been appropriate. But inside a cemetery, while people are grieving for their loved ones, it might be. What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Do you remember the movie Porky's?
I remember it. I never saw it.
So I think it's Porky's 2. It is one of the funniest scenes. I don't know if it's going to translate, but when I started reading the article, I started thinking of this scene. This is probably going to get pulled for copyright or something. So.
Oh boy.
So there's two cops driving down the road, and this drunk guy's dressed up as a ghoul, I guess, and jumps out in front of him.
Couldn't forget that.
I don't know if this, here it is. Hold, please.
Hey! I really want to hear this story. Look out!
You never seen this?
No.
Yeah. So I probably would have been better if I could have just thrown it up on the screen, but I didn't want to. So there's that.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. That was all I got. I just thought it was funny and stupid.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to transition to the next story now. We have to have transitions from now on.
Yeah, so we've gotten some feedback recently, and one of them suggests that we need to work on our transitions. So what if we're
With the
just
spinning in and out.
what if we just do a non-op transition?
Perfect.
Okay, now we shall do our read for manscaping.
Perfect.
Okay, so let's see. The first week we did the fucking trimmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last week was the ball spray.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this week, why don't we do the wipes?
All right.
Hold on. Yeah, get this in front of me here. Did you know that moist ball wipes infused with aloe to soothe and refresh the skin features active pH control to protect from irritation and itching?
I did not know that. That is very interesting.
Those are called crop mops, and you can get them at manscaped.com. Use promo code, get ready for this because it's different than the last ones. God damn it. You know what? I've got to send this to him, so I can't cuss him right now.
You got to wait a few minutes.
Yeah, because I don't want to get fired again. So the new promo code is manthong20. So the only difference between this one and last week's is we had to add numbers at the end of it.
This one's 20 more.
Because apparently our fucking promo code got leaked. Whatever the fuck that means.
Our promo code got hacked. How does that even work? How does a promo code get hacked? God damn it.
Okay, so your promo code is out in the general public now. Great. Okay, perfect.
Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that what you guys wanted? Oh, shit.
How did they know it wasn't from somebody that listened to the show? Because it was somebody older than 17 and...
Oh, man. Anyways, go get yourself some fucking ball deodorizer, Manthong20.
Manthong20, you get 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com. Promo code Manthong20. MANTHONG.
20.
The number 20. See, we're getting pretty good at that, other than a little rant in the middle about the...
We had a little break right in the middle where we kind of fell out of it.
But I think we can make it right. But we love those people over at Manscaped. They've been great. And they have smooth balls.
Does that make it better?
Yeah, if you say that you love somebody, you can fucking hit somebody right across the face as long as you tell them you love them.
I don't think that's true.
My mom did.
Oh. I'm sorry.
All right. Oh, shit. What's next? Transition. Hey, let's do this. Get this shit out of the way. So you, Jen, asked me, do you see that where I got it on the board? That
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you, Jen, is a patron of ours, and he gives us, he's one of the members of the highest tier, right?
Yes.
So I think he thinks that affords him some special privileges.
Yeah, I think that he thinks of you like a dad. I think that's more like what it is.
So he sent me a message, or I don't know if it was public or not, I don't remember, but he said, I want you guys to say this, right? In quotes. And it got me thinking, like, does he think just because he signed up for the $50 tier that we're just going to be his little fucking monkeys and we just do whatever he wants to keep that money coming?
Yes.
He's right.
I think he thinks that, and I think he's right.
So, with that being said, I don't know Eugen's dad's name, but
he should have put that in there, if you would think.
Eugen's dad, you are a pussy for crying when eating Nashville wings from Pizza Hut. And that was worth $50.
Who cries when they eat Nashville wings? Fucking Pizza Hut.
You don't cry when you eat from Pizza Hut? Like you just...
Like, I'm so poor, I gotta eat at Pizza Hut. I fucking hate Pizza Hut. Let's see if we can get Pizza Hut as a sponsor.
Pizza Hut.
Fuck, Pizza Hut sucks.
Yeah, and they repoed my fucking wings, them cocksuckers.
I can't say that I've ever gotten wings from a pizza place. Like a fast, like that kind of pizza place.
You can't say it or you won't say it.
I mean, I would, I guess, if it was true. I'm not a huge fan of wings, anyways. But
God, you're a fucking homo.
oh god,
You don't eat beef and you don't eat wings
I never said I don't eat beef.
and you don't drink beer. You are a fucking homo.
I never said any of those things. Literally, none of those things are true.
I bet you don't even like pussy and vagina sex, do you?
It's not my favorite kind of sex, but it'll probably make my top 20, I guess.
All right. Next thing, transition to
Next thing.
what do you want to do?
So I have this on the board as this changed my mind completely about technology. We got into an argument about technology, and I'm reading it, and I don't even remember what it was. So I'm going to click on it and see what changed my mind about technology.
God damn it, man. You could not put in less effort on this fucking show.
No, you want to bet? you want to make a wager on that?
So why'd you put this article up? Because I thought it was funny.
Right.
Oh, so you don't have anything to say about it? No,
No.
just thought it was funny. I wanted to share with everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my god. So they came out with a toilet, right? It says this smart toilet can recognize you by your anal print. So it scans your asshole when you sit down and it loads in some kind of special toilet program.
What kind of recipe would you need for your toilet that is different from my ass to your ass?
It's not a recipe. It's supposedly to check for diseases. It checks for, it watches you shit and checks the strain, the color. It checks how your asshole stretches. It checks your prolapse. It checks for fucking disease.
Okay, so you know how this shit works, right? I mean, you know that when somebody's coming up with that, they have to teach it.
Yes, that's my favorite part. Is the teaching.
So somebody had to watch hours and hours of. So first, somebody had to volunteer to get their asshole filmed while they're shitting.
Do you got to have a teaching degree for that? You got to teach AI. I mean, Jesus. So my problem with technology is alleviated right now because I know that we are using this for good things now. If we're going to scan assholes to try to cure diseases before they even start, or, before I even know I'm sick, my asshole can tell this camera that I'm sick.
Right. Hey, he's sick. So I think that this goes back to the conversation we were having about your phone showing your location.
Yeah.
For social distancing.
Yes.
And then you have smooth transition. Social distancing execution. Oh yeah, this is not a good transition.
No, it was smooth.
So you sent me a couple texts today, and I was honestly not looking forward to recording today because I thought for sure that you were going to just be constantly talking about the government taking away our rights.
Like, I want to talk about it. It's pissing me off. I'm fucking furious. Go ahead.
So, okay, you said first text message you sent me. Mm-hmm. Thermal scans at my work parking lot before allowed entry. Mm-hmm. Main line making face shields for other factories. Trump.
Right. Right. Somebody had sent me that.
Okay. Do you have a problem with doing thermal scans before you walk in?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't think about it.
Okay.
No, I don't. It just sounds bad.
Okay.
It sounds like something I should be against.
Thermal scans sounds like they could be looking at the size of your dick through your clothes. Is that what it is?
I don't know. So I have to assume that what it is they're checking to see if you have a fever, like a temperature. That's it. And I'm okay with that.
Then I'm not okay with it.
Oh, okay. You want them to see your cock? If I got to work through this, you got to see my cock.
All right. So if you're not even against it, why did you send it to me?
So if you don't understand that private businesses making basically the government telling private businesses, here, you got to make these. You're an essential company. You're making these now. You're making this now. That's not good. That's not a good thing.
So it was about making the product, not about the thermal scans?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thermal scans is I don't. It's not that I have a problem with thermal scans, right? What I have a problem with is that we are going out of our way to make this everything that's happening just the new normal. It's just normal now. It's normal that when you go to work, we're gonna take your temperature before you go in, and if you have a fever, you go home for 2 weeks, and then you come back when you're done with your fever. It's all just normal now.
Okay, so when you say normal, it's been going on for like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
At what point, like, so when you say that, I think part of me thinks, look, you're being the same kind of conspiracy minded bullshit as you are about everything else. And, at least give this virus some time to die before you start screaming about this is the new normal. And then the other part of me thinks we are never going to get these rights back and these motherfuckers got us.
Right.
And we're just sitting here accepting it.
Right. There's no part of me that thinks the first thing you said. All of me thinks the last thing you just said, because that's exactly what's happening.
So if you were put in charge right now, you would just say all stay-at-home orders are removed.
Yes.
Feel free to move on.
Yes.
Would you send your kids to school?
No, I'd probably homeschool. But that's my choice.
But no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Why not?
Because you haven't homeschooled them up to this point. There's fucking people. There's kids that get shot. You're guaranteed. You are almost guaranteed to lose a kid at a school shooting. At least, if you have 3 kids, you're only going to see 2 of them graduate. We know that for sure.
But yes,
and you still haven't.
Time.
And you still haven't chosen to homeschool your kids. Don't give me that bullshit now.
Right. Anyways, so wait. How did this get to be about home? I'm confused about where this conversation is going.
Because you proved my point. You said that we should all be free to move around and do whatever we want.
Yes.
But you don't want your kids in public because
I don't want
why?
my kids in public school anyways, but I'm just too lazy to homeschool them. So in all reality, I think that, yeah, I probably would, just because everything that's happened.
You would what?
Send them to school. Because everything that's happened is, for everything that I've seen, I'm not trying to say that none of this happened, none of that bullshit. Everything that I've seen, life is just regular. Everything is just regular, except for when you turn on the news, the world is ending. And if you turn off the news, wow, crazy, the world isn't ending. And then you turn on the news and, oh my God, the world's still ending. So it's
no,
like
if you shut off all incoming fucking traffic and you sit in your little gray fucking cubby hole, of course the world's not ending. Everything's fine. There's no virus because it's not within your 4 walls.
Is the world ending?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Because of a virus that's less deadly than the fucking flu?
No, so that's your old fucking bullshit talking. It is now proven to be more deadly. Everybody knows that it's more deadly than the flu.
Do they?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't. Right.
I know
That's
that
exactly my point.
I know that it has killed 10,258 Columbines worth of people. And think about all the metal detectors that went up for one Columbine.
And nobody's talking about virus control. It's all about gun control. So I think people should be more upset than they are. And
why? I don't get that.
So they are telling people that they are putting it out in the fucking news that we should plan on social distancing and plan on being locked down until 2022 or so.
What?
Yes. And the governor of California says that this is just the new normal. We have to just accept that this is just how life is now.
Okay, I'm pissed off now. I thought this was only going on for like another 3 or 4 days.
No. So not only what's happening in every other country, and it's going to make its way here, is that in order to flatten the curve, you have to get everybody involved and everybody on board, right? So what they're doing is making people put these apps on their phone that transmit Bluetooth to the nearest other person with Bluetooth, and then that records the information for how long you were in contact or in close contact with somebody else's cell phone.
We are so fucked, man.
So they not only are they tracking your movement, they're tracking how much time you spend near other people and in groups of people. And if
Okay, so did you get this from Alex Jones, or do you know this to be true?
did I get what from Alex Jones?
This you're making it sound like the end of the world.
It is only because this virus is a perfect opportunity for people that want power to take power, and the people that are not in power are fucking scared, which is what they want. So the first thing you do when you're scared is you want somebody to make you safe. So when you say, I'm going to make you safe, just give me all the power. The people are like, duh, okay. And then that's how it happens. We give away all our freedoms for the illusion that we're going to be safer. And we're not
So
going to
if
get it back.
if I allow my phone, hold on a second. We're going to figure out who the fuck keeps calling me. Hello. All right. Didn't want to fucking talk. So if I allow my phone to give away my location, does that mean I'm not going to get the virus?
Right.
Okay, then I'm good with it. I don't want to fucking get pneumonia.
So you probably saw the story in our Discord. They arrested that guy that was sailing out in the ocean or whatever he was fucking doing. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was sailing somewhere. He was on the water. They actually went out in the water and made him get out of, he was by himself, made him get out of the water and arrested him for being out of his house. How fucked are we? And then everybody's just like, well, he should have stayed home. You fucking pussy motherfuckers.
Yo,
Hey, Doc.
Jesus
Who's this?
Christ, what the fuck?
It's Kaya.
what's up, Kaya?
Hey, Doc, listen, I'm on the toilet taking a shit, but I'm going to need you in 10 minutes, okay?
I'm kind of busy.
Isn't your show going to be over in 10 minutes? Okay, this is important, all right? I need you to listen. Harden just called me out of the blue. He says he wants to do a show right now. He just rambled to me for like 20 minutes about HIV being a hoax. Okay, I want to milk this. You in?
I'm kind of in the middle of our show right now, Kaya. I can't just drop it to.
Yeah. I don't mean now. I said 10 minutes. Has it not been an hour?
Yeah, I'll look you up here in a little bit.
How long? Give me a time frame.
Fuck, man. I don't know. I got to go.
You fat. Are you streaming my voice?
Yes.
Fucking douche. Why?
Okay, you know that we're recording the show right now, right?
Well, that doesn't give you the right to violate my privacy. I told you I'm on the toilet. It's kind of fucked up.
Bye, Kaya.
Bye.
Fuck. Sorry about that. So I didn't know who was calling.
Oh, okay.
Well, you looked upset.
No, I don't give a fuck.
So I seen something about this in Australia where they were flying helicopters around looking for people camping.
That's fucked. I didn't hear anything about that. That's fucked up. So you're just not allowed to be out of your house. And nobody cares. And I'm the conspiracy theorist asshole for thinking that probably not such a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. So one, I don't believe, or I'm tired of hearing anyway, flatten the curve. because it just becomes a catchphrase,
Right.
and then everybody starts saying it. And
The next one you're going to hear a lot of is contact tracing. Start listening for that. You're going to hear it. That means that they need to know who you've been in contact with. Contact tracing. When you start hearing that, that's the next one they're going to be talking about.
I can imagine like PSAs, that you shake hands with every person shake hands with every person they've shaken hands with.
Right.
Contact
tracing.
All right.
There's apps that they in other countries they're making you put those apps on your phone.
First thing that pops up: app-based contact tracing may help end coronavirus lockdowns.
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah. let us trace every single aspect of your life.
Sign me up. I will do that right now. I will contact all my traces or trace all my contacts.
I was going to say, I'll trace my contacts.
How contact tracing can help fight coronavirus. Coronavirus contact tracing. Oh, fuck. God, we're so fucked. They're getting more out of this than they got out of 9/11.
Oh, God.
And
so much more.
And they didn't, like with 9/11, they kind of snuck it in under the flag.
Yeah, and everybody was mad about it. Now everybody's cheering it on.
No, everybody wasn't mad. But they weren't begging for it.
Yeah.
Like after 9/11 and the Patriot Act, everybody just kind of thought, or the majority of people just kind of thought, well, I guess if it's going to make us safer from the terrorists, then
right.
You can listen to me on my phone.
Yep.
And now they're saying, please listen to me on my phone if it'll stop this virus. Oh, that's fucking nuts.
The idea that we can shut everything down, stop our whole economy, and then just wait for this virus to die out, and then...
That's not the intention, though. Like, nobody thinks that this virus is like we're sitting here waiting for the virus to die.
They're trying not to overwhelm hospitals, right? Right. So
let us trickle in.
Right. So let's lengthen the time, right? Just let everybody get sick, but lengthen the time so that the hospitals can take care of it, right? So in the meantime, nobody work unless you're essential, and all the small businesses just go away, and then Walmart and Amazon can just do what they've always done. And when this is all over, there'll be no small businesses, which is all of the little pieces fit together. It's all part of the plan, right? They've wanted small business gone for fucking ever.
So this is where you lose me. This is where I think that you aren't making any sense. So okay. I get it now.
Perfect.
So in my mind, so in your mind, this is all generated in order for this outcome to happen.
No, like I said, I think all the pieces are fitting together. I think they realized it wasn't like, hey, look, we can do this to put all the small businesses out of business and give everybody a universal basic income so that they are reliant on the government. I don't think that that's what happened. Like, they planned to do that, but they realized, holy shit, these fucking morons want us to put small business out and give them money every month, and they want us to control them. Why wouldn't we do that?
Oh, yeah, just taking advantage of the situation. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, they are taking advantage of the situation to get, and there's even been renewed talks of defunding the post office, which they've been trying to do for fucking years.
Don't you think that it should be?
The post office?
Yes.
Why? No.
Why should you have a government funded? I'm trying to think of what I read to make myself sound smart, but why would you want it? Why do you, so if it's wildly inefficient?
Mm-hmm. Is it?
I don't know. That's what I read.
Right. That's what you read.
So, okay, I'll look it up. Is the post office inefficient?
Uh-huh.
Is the post office in the Constitution? Who the fuck are these people?
No. I can just answer that.
Okay.
Nope.
Why is the post office so inefficient?
Well, that doesn't start with a fucking theory and work backwards, does it?
Okay, is our postal system, the postal service is a textbook example of a monopoly but it's not a monopoly
It's
because
not
there's
even close to a monopoly.
You know what? Maybe it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
I want you to send me a letter
Okay.
and not use the post office.
Okay. I can do that.
I'm waiting.
What right now? You want me to send it to you now while we're talking? I can go to UPS or I can go to FedEx or I can go to DHL and I can send you a letter.
No, you can't. You have to have a package. They don't deliver letters.
I can't put a letter in a package. What are you talking about?
Right. So it's going to cost you fucking $12 to send me a letter UPS.
Okay. And that's the post office's fault?
I think I'm arguing for the post office. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening here.
Hold on.
I love how you jump to the other side. I think I'm arguing for the post office here.
Kaya's calling me again. I'm not going to answer it this time now that I know who it is. And I'm also going to block his fucking number. He asked me to give him my phone number.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time he's decided to call me is when I'm fucking recording.
That's funny.
So the Postal Service is a textbook example of a monopoly that, because of the lack of competitive pressures, faces little incentive to minimize cost and thus continues to operate at inefficient levels. That sounds pretty fucking legit.
Yeah, I could make up fancy words too. What? There's like no proof of that.
It's because it loses so much money. That's why it's wildly inefficient.
The government isn't supposed to, they're not set out to make money. Why is the post office held to a different standard than every other government agency?
Right, but that's just it.
What's just it? You
I
think
don't know.
a government agency is not supposed to make money? That's not what they're for.
Right, so then why not privatize it?
Because you would pay $12 for a fucking letter.
Right, but it wouldn't cost
it.
it wouldn't cost what $1.3 billion a year to mail that letter. So it's not like we're saving that money. If we just close the post office, our taxes go down by 4%.
Yeah, and you will see some of that, I'm sure.
4% of it.
Right. I'm sure.
So what you don't understand is that the basic issue is that revenue is growing more slowly than expenses.
Damn. I guess I didn't think of that.
Clearly, that makes for a less profitable business, Anthony.
I don't know if I follow.
Well, it's a government mandated financial squeeze, and there are two main causes. First, regular mail. That is, the ordinary letters sent by individuals.
All right.
Now do you get it?
Not yet. Keep going.
I don't want to. You're right.
I wanted to learn about regular mail.
So I do believe that if we have to continue dumping in billions and billions of dollars every year to anything, we should not do that.
But we have to continue to dump billions of dollars into everything. So what?
No, we don't.
We
don't even dump dozens and dozens of dollars into this fucking podcast, and it's still going.
That's true. So how do we decide which government agencies are worthy and which ones aren't? The post office, I don't like it, so gone.
No,
If
if you can privatize it, then if you can privatize it and it's losing money, fucking privatize it.
They're not supposed to make money. That's not the goal of what they're trying to do.
What's the goal then?
Deliver fucking letters. That's the goal, is to deliver letters.
For $31 billion? Look, if every time you...
Tell me a government agency you can't privatize then.
You can't privatize any other agencies. You should either eliminate them or privatize them, or they're needed. Like the environmental.
Why can't you privatize that?
No, because it's not a business.
Neither is the post office.
No shit.
What?
But they're trying to run it like a business, right? You buy something and you get a deliverable. You don't get that with the fucking environmental side of things. You don't go into us.environmental.gov and say, I want to buy 6 environments, motherfucker.
What are you talking about? So if you buy and sell stuff and you're a government agency, then you can be privatized? I don't understand your
Sure. Yes,
qualifications.
I'll go with that. Give me another example of something that is run like a business, such as the post office, that is a government agency.
There are, I think that there are like, the hell am I trying to think of here? I think most armories, like where they build tanks and that kind of stuff, they're run like a business. Where they build anything for the military, it's all run like a business.
Like arsenals?
Yeah.
Quit doing that.
What? Any of that is run like a business, so we just privatize all that.
Privatize the military. Yes.
Great idea. That is a great idea.
Let's see here. This is one of them rare cases where I wish I was smarter. I don't know. I can't draw a distinction between the post office and the military, other than I know that I don't want my mail carrier with a gun. I know that. That's the difference.
Just as a regular person, I'm curious to know why you're so against the post office, or if you're even really against the post office, or if you're just saying that. Because I'm not even really for the post office. I don't know what I think. I'm just saying shit. I have no fucking clue if we should privatize the post office. I never looked into it. I just know that the Republicans have been trying to privatize the post office for years. And normally when Republicans try to do something repeatedly for many years, it's bad for regular people. So that's what I'm basing that on. It's good for business and bad for regular people when they do that. And that's a big issue with them. So that must be really bad for the people or really good for business.
But isn't it because Republicans are fiscally responsible, whereas Democrats are faggots?
The second part, yes. I don't think anybody in government is fiscally responsible.
No, so Republicans look at something and say, oh, okay, so you're showing a year-over-year loss of billions and billions of dollars. We need to get out from under this piece of shit and go somewhere else, right?
Yeah, no. I don't think that's what they do. I think they say, hey, my buddy owns UPS, and he's tired of the competition from the post office. And then he says, well, hey, let's figure out a way to get rid of the post office. Oh, look, they're losing money. Let's judge them on a different standard than every other government agency and get rid of them for something that every government agency does.
I think that the post office is used to deliver Amazon shit.
Sometimes. It depends on what it is. Sometimes it'll come UPS. It depends on what is cheaper, because the post office is cheaper for some stuff and UPS is cheaper for some stuff. All right. Well, you want to wrap this up?
Well, you pissed off?
No, not at all.
Oh, all right.
I mean, we're running in circles, so I mean,
we always run in circles.
You want to shout out the patrons?
Yes, let's shout out the patrons.
All right.
So thank you to everybody that went over to patreon.com/who's right, signed up for our bi-weekly, Anthony is the bi part of that, the bi-weekly bonus episodes, as well as the after show chat that we're getting ready to go do after every Wednesday show. This week we had, how do you want to do this?
first thing you got to do is start the music, buddy. You can't forget that. Do you want me to read them or you want to switch off?
Switch off. You go first.
All right. Thank you to PJ for signing up.
Wendell.
Jacob.
Alan.
Tasha.
Boba Fettuccine.
That's funny. When I saw that come across there, it made me laugh. Corbin.
Add another card.
Thank you to them.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate it, and we will see you over at the bonus episode.
If
Nope. Trying to do 15 things at once here.
What are
see
you
you in the
doing?
after show chat.
if you like what we're doing, tell people, share our shit. Thank you, and good night. Bye.
Bye.